Good morning, students. In earlier class, we discussed about the factors affecting distribution system planning and the present distribution system planning. Those are covered thoroughly in the earlier class. Now, today we are going to be discuss the basic definitions. That is, the terminology used to understand the distribution systems. So in this regards, there are so many definitions are there. Let us discuss one by one. The first one is the demand. So demand, also known as the load or also known as the power. So how it is to be defined? The demand of an installation or system is the load at receiving end terminals averaged over a specific interval of time. Load may be in terms of kilowatts, in terms of kVAR, in terms of kVA, in terms of kiloamperes or amperes. So kilowatt is a measure of real power, kVAR is a measure of reactive power, kVA is a measure of apparent power, and kiloamperes or amperes is the measurement of a current in terms as a load. Yes. So therefore, demand of a system is a load which is averaged over a specific interval of the time in the receiving end is known as the demand. What is the maximum demand? The maximum demand of an installation or system is the greatest of all the demands which have occurred during the specific period of the time. So over a 24 hours of the time, the maximum of all the demands is nothing but the maximum demand. It is to be, as a definition form, the maximum demand of an installation or system is the greatest of all demands which have occurred during the specific period of time. Next, demand factor. Demand factor, it is the ratio of maximum demand of a system to the total connected load of the system. So simply defined as maximum demand by connected load is known as the demand factor. So like this, there are so many definitions which are helpful to understand what is the distribution system. The next one, so mathematically how it is to be expressed, it is the maximum demand by total connected load. It is always less than 1. The value of the demand factor is always less than 1. And similarly, utilization factors. Students, you have a well awareness on all these factors. That is the reason I am giving just the expression here. So utilization factor is defined as it is the ratio of maximum demand by the rated system capacity. Is maximum demand by rated system capacity. Next, plant factor. Plant factor, see here, the actual energy produced to the, it is also a ratio. It is a ratio of the actual energy produced to the maximum plant rating over a specific time. Is, and similarly, the load factor. So load factor, this can be also considered as a time specified. So average load by the maximum or peak load, it is usually less than or equal to 1. The ratio of the average load to the peak load. Next, diversity factor. So diversity factor is denoted as F suffix D. So how it can be defined? It is the ratio of the sum of individual maximum demands to the coincident maximum demand. Sum of individual maximum demands to the coincident maximum demand. So how mathematically this is to be expressed? See here, Each consumer is denoted as a D1, D2, each consumer demand is to be represented as a D1, D2, D3 like this. So D1 plus D2 plus D3 plus and so on plus Dn. All these are the individual, some of the individual maximum demands to the coincident maximum demand. It is denoted as the DC. So which is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n di to the DC is. So this, where di is the maximum demand of load I. And next parameter, which is the coincidence factor. So coincidence is, so how it is to be defined? It is the ratio of the maximum coincident total demand of a group of consumers to the sum of the maximum power demands of individual consumers, comprising the group both taken at the same point of supply for the same time. Yes, you have to understand this one. It is the ratio of the maximum coincident total demand of a group of consumers is maximum coincident total demand of a group of consumers to the sum of the maximum power demands of individual consumers, comprising the group both taken the same point of supply for the same time. That is, here the maximum coincident total demand of a group of consumers is nothing but coincident maximum demand, and to the sum of the maximum power demands is. So see, it is mathematically represented as the total coincidence factor FC is equal to coincident maximum demand by sum of individual maximum demand. So mathematically denoted as FC is equal to F suffix C, represented as a coincidence factor, which is equal to coincident maximum demand, already discussed in utilization factor, DC, coincident maximum demand is DC to the sum of individual maximum, summation I is equal to 1 to n di. It is the group of consumers, sum of individual maximum demands of a group of consumers. So you observe this expression with the utilization factor. It is quite opposite to the utilization factor. So this is the reason you see here. Therefore, the coincidence factor is the reciprocal of diversity factor. The coincidence factor is the reciprocal of diversity factor, that is FC is equal to 1 by FD. FD here is a diversity factor. And similarly, another one, load diversity. Load diversity in the sense, this is also the factor belongs to the group of consumers as well as the coincident demand, but here you have to take the difference. So it is the difference between the sum of the peaks of 2 or more individual loads and the peak of the combined load. See here, sum of the peaks of 2 or more individual loads. That means that it comes under a group of consumers, and the peak of the combined load. You take the difference. Utilization factor is ratio. Coincidence factor is also ratio. But here load diversity is the difference between those two. One is the peak loads of group of consumers and peak load of combined. Yes. So load diversity is equal to the difference between sum of the peak loads and the peak of the combined load. Another one is contribution factor. So contribution factor. What is the contribution factor? Is so contribution factor of load I, indicated as a CI, defined as the contribution of the ith load to the group maximum demand. For example, simply in a college, a function has to be going to execute. So there are different committees. Each committee has contributed their work so that the function will be successful. In this also same thing. The contribution of the ith load to the group maximum, a total of 100 kilowatts load is there. It is a contribution of different consumers, maybe a 50 consumers, maybe a 20 consumers. The contribution of the each and every consumer so that the group maximum demand is to be calculated is contribution factor of load I. It is the CI defined as the contribution of the ith load to the group maximum demand. It is given in per unit of the individual maximum demand of the ith load. So mathematically it is to be represented the contribution of maximum demand of each consumer. So that is C1 D1 plus C2 D2 plus and so on plus Cn Dn. This is the equation number 1. Yes. So substituting this equation into the coincidence factor equation. So the coincidence factor is what? It is the coincident maximum demand by sum of individual maximum demands. Is coincidence factor Fc is equal to dc by summation I is equal to 1 to n dA. So here coincident maximum demand is from equation number 1. It is the C1 D1 plus C2 D2 plus and so on plus Cn Dn divided by the sum of individual maximum demands. So this can be simplified as Fc is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n Ci di divided by summation I equal to 1 to n di. This is the equation number 2. So let us analyze different cases here. In this regards, case 1, if sum of the individual maximum demands of all the consumers is equal, for example, if D1 is equal to D2, that is equal to D3, that is equal to D. So it is to be denoted as D. So individual maximum demands of each and every consumer is same here. Therefore, from equation 2, what the coincidence factor is? D1 is equal to D2 is equal to D3 is equal to Dn. So therefore, summation I is equal to 1 to n di become D. And the remaining term, summation I is equal to 1 to n Ci divided by. So summation I is equal to 1 to n di. Here all these are same. Therefore, that becomes the n into d. So therefore, this is to be simplified. Summation I is equal to 1 to n Ci divided by n. Yes. So the dd will be cancelled here. So the remaining expression is this. So that is the coincidence factor is equal to the average contribution factor. The coincidence factor is equal to the average contribution factor. And case 2, the contribution of each consumer is same. In the above case, the maximum demand of each consumer is same. That is the reason the coincidence factor is equal to the average contribution factor. If contribution of each consumer is same, that is to be represented as C1 is equal to Ct is equal to C3 and so on, Cn is equal to C. Hence, from equation 2, the coincidence factor, here summation I is equal to 1 to n Ci becomes C. And the summation I is equal to 1 to n di is as usual divided by the sum of individual maximum demands is also there. So here these two are cancelled and Fc becomes C. That is, the contribution factor is equal to the coincidence factor. Yes? So there are two cases. In case 1, individual maximum demands are same. So at that time, the contribution factor is equal to the coincidence factor is equal to the average contribution factor. Whereas the contributions of each consumer is same, then the coincidence factor is equal to the contribution factor. Yes? So this is about the contribution factor, and this one is the loss factor. So it is also important. in the coming topic, we have to derive the expression between the load factor as well as the loss factor. You see here, loss factor, it is the whatever may be the manner in which the load factor is defined, in the same fashion, loss factor also defined here. So it is the ratio of the average power loss to the power loss at peak load, otherwise peak load power loss during a specified period of time. Therefore, the loss factor FLS, it is indicated as FLS. FLS is equal to average power loss by power loss at peak load. Yes. So the load factor, how it is to be defined? It is the ratio of average load by peak load. Same thing here, loss factor is also defined. Average power loss by peak load power loss during a specified period of time. Yes. So mathematically it is to be represented as average power loss by power loss at peak load. And one more thing, this equation is applicable for the copper losses of the system, not for the iron losses. Iron losses are constant, but copper losses are changing as per the load changes, resulting this expression is applicable for the only copper losses.